All right. Okay, now check. Now check.
I can I hear myself? Mic
Yeah,
check,
it's
mic
working
check.
now. I'm pretty sure it's working. It's working. It's working.
Okay.
Uh, so, Ocean, do you hear me now? I had to modify the setup today.
You hear us?
I'm pretty sure they hear us now. I think. Okay, I'm just gonna.
They're saying to call your wife. They say she's our technical
Can
difficulties.
you guys hear us now?
Um,
Hold on. I need
come
to.
on, guys.
I'm just gonna play it on my side. You might hear an
Okay.
echo. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have a separate machine here. Okay, I'll just do it in this one. Make it quick.
All right. Okay. Now check. Now check.
You hear me, right?
I hear you.
Okay, so that's definitely me talking, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And so I
Okay.
hear myself too now.
Okay, cool. So we're good. We're good.
Ocean, do you hear me now?
Yep. And do you hear yourself?
By the setup today. I don't hear myself yet. Okay. Now we're good.
You hear
Okay.
yourself, right?
I think we're good.
Okay, we're good. All right. So guys, let's start.
Okay.
So let's start again. Let's start again. Let's start from the beginning, from the top. So we're gonna start with an intro. What's up, folks? Welcome to the Combat Fighting Channel. My name is Han. We're on Instagram Live. We got Muhammad Waseem, and the reason why we're interviewing him is because Trial by Fire 18 is coming up on Saturday, November 22nd. Muhammad's gonna be fighting Logan. So it's gonna be a banger of a fight. We got Belguys Dragons versus Elite Martial Arts, right?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Muhammad, I know I asked you earlier, but how do you feel, man?
I feel great, man. It's fight week.
But actually, want to lower your face a bit? It's like, there you go. Bit lower, bit lower. Like, perfect. That's perfect. I kind of see this in your face right now. Even put the camera further back if you can.
There we go. Okay.
All right, perfect.
All right. Guys, let's start.
Maybe mute your mic, mute your speaker.
Okay. Start again. Sorry about that. Okay. So I feel good, man. It's fight week. It's Thursday. You know, last little bit of the weight cut left. I generally cut a lot of weight, but I always have it under control. I have a nutritionalist. I have a great team behind me, and I'm always in shape. So it comes off easy.
All right, man. So I kind of asked you earlier, right? Like, it's kind of starting with a bad question, but I wanna move on from that afterwards. I wanna get out of the way, you know. So the previous two fights, you said you didn't go your way. As a fighter, it's always like a challenge to rise up after those situations, right? So in the past like few months, what have you been doing to improve and make sure that that the next fight goes your way?
There's so much that goes into it, but for me, it's always I have to look inside, and it's almost mental and spiritual, because I show up to all my fights well prepared. I train hard. I'm very present during my training. I'm very selective with how I train, what I do on a daily basis. So you know, it's not the physical preparation really, but sometimes the mental preparation that gets in the way. When I fought in May at the last Trial by Fire, it was a very good opponent in Carter Lee. And, you know, I had this expectation that I was just going to hit him and he was going to fall. And you know, when I hit him and he kept on coming forward, it messed with me a little bit because I hadn't seen that before. But also because I think I just got too much into my own head. And I put too much expectations on myself on how the fight was going to go instead of being present and fighting the way that I wanted to. So coming out of that fight, obviously, I had to do a lot of reflecting. I was very, very unhappy. I don't like losing at all. That's why I keep fighting. You know, I'm really trying to figure it out and just get to a point where winning's the habit. And I'm trying to get rid of my bad habits. So I came out of that, and, you know, Crew Vanessa came to me with a fight. She was like, hey, we have a fight opportunity out in Kentucky. Do you want to take it? And it was I think, guy's record was 12-1. We were going to go to his town to fight, and I was hesitant, but then I took it. I was like, hey, man, like, I'm here for a little bit of time. I gotta make the most of this. So we took the opportunity. I went to fight there, and my only goal was to fight free. I wanted to fight free. I wanted to just let go, and I wanted to show my skills because I thought I didn't do that in May. And that's what actually made me mad more than losing, was that I thought I didn't perform to the level that I knew I could. So I went out to Kentucky and I performed at like a very high level. I thought that was one of my better fights, and I thought we won. I know we could have done more. Going back, like looking back at it, I would have done more. But I learned so much in that fight because I came out, even though we lost, the judges didn't think we won. I was proud of myself because I showed a better performance. I showed more of my training. I showed who Muhammad Waseem really was. And for me, that's what Saturday night is about. It's about showing who Muhammad Waseem is. I'm a fighter. Win or lose, I want you to come watch me fight, and I want to be somebody that I would have liked to watch fight. Right? So that's my goal. And so Saturday night, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight. I'm going to put on a show, and I'm going to win. But more importantly, I'm going to do my best. And when I walk out of that ring, almost said cage, I'm going to be proud of myself, and that's why I do this.
That's amazing, man. Hey, one thing, can you lower your camera just a bit? I'm seeing this right now. I'm seeing like, oh yeah, that's good. That's perfect. That's perfect. Like that. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Yeah. So I love that. And when I'm asking these questions, not because I'm being a weirdo. I'm just saying I'm asking these questions because I genuinely want to know. You're my friend. I love you, man, and I want to see you make it to the top. You're a great fighter, and I think you have the potential to make it there. You know what I mean? Of course, everything takes hard work. There's a process. Winning and losing is a part of it. I was talking to Anthony yesterday about this. It's kind of you kind of touched upon what he talked about, where sometimes your mental game breaks. You're saying he was coming forward at you, and maybe you lost your focus and you got angry and you kind of left some openings in that process.
Exactly.
So you're saying that you should have controlled your emotions better. Is that what you're kind of say? And just
Absolutely.
focus. Right. So that being said, what have you been doing in training to improve that about yourself when you fight? Because you said it's more the mental game than the physical game in your case. So mentally, what kind of exercises have you been doing to control those emotions?
Especially having that fight in the middle, I was able to do some things. So when I get in there, I like to do some mental checks, just kind of be like, okay, what's happening? Don't like to get drawn into the fight. Even if we're trading, I like trading. I love trading in a fight. But even when we're trading, making my reads, staying calm, keeping my heart rate down. If I'm getting hit, it's not the end of the world. Like I don't like getting hit, but it's a fight, and you can't play with fire without getting burnt. So I'm getting like just talking to myself and being like, hey, it's okay if you get hit. Being okay with not being perfect. Even in work. In life, I have a bad habit of trying to be a perfectionist. If the technique's not perfect, I can tell it's not perfect, and I want to rep it out until it can be perfect. And that's kind of like, it's my toxic trait, where I'll do something good, but if it's not perfect, to me, it's bad. And just realizing the fighting's not perfect, right? You just have to go do it, and if you do it enough, it'll get better and better, but it'll never be perfect. And that's what I'm really trying to get at. And so day to day, training, especially, I have good training partners, I have good coaches. So they let me know, hey, it's good. It's good. It's better than it was yesterday. It doesn't need to be perfect.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm fighting. So I'm always fighting that inner perfectionist. And that's what I've been doing, just on a day-to-day basis in life, realizing it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's getting better.
We kind of talked about it before the stream. Being perfect is really hard to do. And most of the times, you're not going to have perfection. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm actually pretty bad at this podcast stuff. I'm bad at the fight commentation stuff, but I'm doing it to get better, right? I'm challenging myself, and I'm doing it. And that's why I can relate to all the fighters. It's not about perfection, it's about learning. And eventually, if you keep doing it, you get good at it, and then you become really perfect. As close to perfection as possible, right? But the important part is to do your best. You know what I mean? So nothing's perfect in this world, except what? My streaming setup. But anyways, so moving along with that, it's great, right? Now, weight-wise, is only like, it's normal questions I ask, right? So weight-wise, you're doing okay. So when you're fighting at 145, what are you sitting at now?
I'm probably around 155 right now.
Okay, so you got to burn 10 pounds by Saturday.
Yeah, but no, by tomorrow night. So like what we got 27 hours for those last 10 to come off, but they come off fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how that happens fast? Cause like, I would love to burn 10 pounds by Saturday too.
Hey, you know what, bro? I'm gonna have burn. I'm gonna be 146 tomorrow, and then by the time the fight rolls around, I'll be closer to 170 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I'm able to do this is because I have a nutritionalist. I work with Jennifer Velasquez and her husband. He's my strength coach, so they get me into shape. Jared really helps me build some muscle so that my body sheds the water easily. Jen, she helps me diet down to a reasonable weight. And then from there on, what I do is once I get to fight week, we limit salt, carbs, fiber. Slowly every day my weight drops a couple pounds. So today I woke up at 156. Tomorrow I'll probably wake up at 154, 153. And then I'll continue to pee all day. I do a water load. I drink 7 liters of water a day. And then tomorrow, like when I don't drink water, I'll still pee out 7 liters of water. And then whatever's left, the change is normally 3-4 pounds. That gets sweat out in the sauna, or I personally prefer the tub. So I'm just in the hot tub for a few hours, lose the last little bit of weight, and I get to 145, 146, depending on what we're fighting at. And it's the last few pounds are definitely not the most enjoyable process, but it definitely used to be worse before I had a nutritionist.
Mm-hmm. Side question: have you tried the cold plunge?
Yes, actually. So shout out my old coach, my first Muay Thai coach, Peter Arbo. We used to train out of a basement in Dalhousie. So we used to train out of a garage, a basement, and in the winters, Peter put a little tub outside and he filled it with water. And sometimes he'd crack the ice and we'd go and do a cold plunge right after training.
Yeah, that's the poor man's version. In Canada, I can cold plunge right now. Just jump me anywhere and jump in. That's a cold.
Yeah.
But I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not cold plunging. Don't care. It's not me.
Not even once. Not even once.
I've cold plunged in the ice by accident. All right, not on purpose. But it's not for me. That's not a thing. But I'm not a fighter, so I'm okay.
Okay, this year when we go ice fishing, let's do a cold plunge at the end.
Oh shoot! You guys want to do that? When that lake freezes up, I'll invite you guys over. I'll cut a hole in the shallow end, and everyone can jump in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Everyone but me. I'll just video you guys doing it. It's
Okay,
not. I'm telling you,
you.
I've cold plunged for fun, like ice fishing, and for me, it's just not a pleasant feeling. But that's me. I'm a wuss. I'm not a fighter. I'm just a video guy. I'm not like you guys.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, anyways, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, so we have 3 days left, right, to the fight.
Yeah.
2. Is it what day? 2. So 20th. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what do you got left? It's like what goes on? What goes on in a fighter's mind 2 days before the fight? Like, what's your mental state at right now?
Right now, just a little visualization, thinking about what I want the fight to look like, what my walkout's gonna look like, what it's gonna feel like warming up, what it's gonna smell like. I like to put myself there. I like to visualize what it's gonna look like when I get the win. I like to visualize all these things throughout, especially the last few weeks. I'm thinking what's like between rounds. I'm breathing. I'm thinking, okay, I'm in the corner. My coaches are telling me this. I visualize the worst, the best. I visualize it all so that anything that happens, I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that's also part of the mental preparation. Sometimes I'm guilty of spending too much time doing physical preparation and not priming my mind at all. So for this fight, I definitely, I watched some video, but I don't rely too much on video because people fight differently sometimes. Sometimes you get hit, you don't want to fight the way you normally fight. Sometimes you have a specifically different game plan for the person you're fighting. So the last few days for me is more about relaxing, recovering, keeping my mind sharp. That's what the last few days are like for me.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So I want to talk about other things in your life, right? Not just when we do these podcasts, it's to talk about the fight, and also talk about who you are as a person, so the audience understands who you are outside of fighting. Okay, so you're an engineer, I think?
Yes, I am.
Cool. So, how does getting punched in the head affect your engineering?
I like to think I have really good defense, so it doesn't affect it too much. I spend a lot of time actually. I train a lot with my boxing coach, me and Hakeem. And Hakeem has a rule where he says, in an hour session, you should not be getting hit more than 5 times. And I definitely get hit more than 5 times. But you know what? I'm working towards it. And defense is a big priority. Whenever I'm fighting, you probably see I'm a high shell fighter. I try to use some head movement. If you want to hang around in this sport, you can't just be a tough guy. You got to protect this, and especially with my younger sister fighting and all, I don't want her to get hurt. So defense is very important. I haven't shown up to work with a black eye yet. Even after losses and whatnot, I still show up to work looking pretty, and it doesn't get in the way. My work is very supportive. They know I fight. When I travel to fight, they're cool with it. Then we make up my hours here and there. I've talked to them about getting sponsors. That's something they've been talking to me about. So being an engineer doesn't actually get in the way. If anything, it balances my life out. So on one hand, I get to be a fighter. On the other hand, I get to be a little bit of a nerd. And martial arts is great. It's really helped me in my career as well. The same principles apply everywhere. If you want to get good at something, you got to try your best at it. You got to do it every day, and I take that with me to work as well, not just the gym. And I think actually I've landed more jobs after starting Muay Thai than I did before, and it's kind of completely changed my life. So you'd be surprised at how many parallels there are between fighting and just regular everyday stuff.
Well, I would love to hear about it. But before we talk, okay, actually, I had a question in mind to lead somewhere, but let's go a different direction. Since you said there's a lot of parallels, and I'd be surprised, let me know what these parallels are.
So the biggest one I'll say is martial arts teaches you to stand up for yourself, but do it without getting emotional. To hold your ground. And I work in industry. I work in construction. I'm a building envelope engineer, so I'm on site all the time. And sometimes somebody older than me, with more experience than me, will come and say, "This is the way I've been doing it for 40 years, and you don't know what you're talking about." And I do know what I'm talking about because I learned it and I've seen other people do it. And so in those situations, staying calm, not getting offended, but still holding my ground and being firm, and not backing down just because somebody might be older or have more experience than me. I think that's one of the biggest examples. Sometimes on site you run into situations where there's confrontation, and just being calm, cool, collected, and not getting hot-headed. I think it comes across as very professional, and I think it's helped me so much in my career.
That's the other thing that Anthony and I talked about with Lewis and everyone else. Actually, I see this a lot. The reason why I see this a lot because it's what it is in my life. I'm in a lot of different groups in my life, from work, from everything else. I have a few businesses everywhere else. The community that I hang around a lot with now is just a fighting community. You guys have a different temperament. My other buddies I grew up with, anyone that gives them a bad look, they're gonna fight. It's that's how low control these guys got. When I hang with those guys, it's could you guys not get us in trouble today? Just chill, no fighting today. They're very temperamental guys. But you guys have a different control. You guys are used to this heightened sense of stress that you get slapped in the face, you can still stay calm, right? And that's what I love about it. And it rubs off on me. Seeing how disciplined you guys are and how much you guys can control your emotions has really helped me. And it's kind of like the parallel you're talking about. In business settings and all that, I can stay very calm because I've seen guys get kicked in the face and got up really calm.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, so most of the times when someone punches me in the face, I'm raging. But I have learned to calm down. I don't know. It's with age for me, but with you guys, it's with experience of fighting. But anyways, that's a side bit of me with my parallels relating to your parallel. So yeah, it's helped you a lot in life, a lot of cross-functional skills in Muay Thai and life in general. Staying calm, discipline, working hard, respect, winning or learning, not winning or losing, that kind of thing. I love it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's your work. What do you do for fun? And it's okay if you say all I do is go to the gym, because most of the fighters are for fun, I just hang at the gym all day. That's fine too. So what do you do for fun?
I do spend so much time at the gym, and the gym is where all my friends are at. My training partners are my friends, and that's why I love being at the gym so much. So yes, I do spend a lot of time at the gym, but outside of that, I watch a lot of fights. Like last Saturday, my sister and I were up all night just watching those one championship fights.
Yes.
I went out with my friends before that to watch the UFC fights.
Mm.
So we watching fights, but non-fight stuff is I play video games with my friends. So we have once or twice a week where all my friends get together and we just play video games for hours. We do nothing, we just play video games and hang out, make jokes, and that's actually the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
I just started watching anime, so that's I try to watch TV, like distract myself. Your life can't be centered around fighting and work. It's very stressful. So that's why I try to do different things. Even just sometimes hanging out with my sister when I'm not in camp, going out getting food. That's one of my favorite things to do with my friends. Trying new food places. That's what I do for fun.
You said anime. Which animes do you watch? What's the latest ones?
So this is the first one I just started, but
first. So you just started watching anime, like you're like you're newbie at it.
Yeah.
When you say first.
Completely newbie at it.
Okay. So what? Tell me the animes then. I'm not a noob. Tell me the animes. Come on.
So how I got introduced was one of my friends. He's the biggest Demon Slayer fan.
Okay, keep going.
So he got us all into Demon Slayer, so we kind of I was like, oh, Demon Slayer's sick, and then I was like, but it's too long. I need something like more relevant, and then Anthony actually got me into I think it's called Hajime no Ippo, which is the boxing anime
yes.
on Netflix.
Dumpster roll, baby.
I love that.
It's so good, right?
Roll,
As a fighter, you would love it.
I'm such a boxing fan too that I just it parallels when art imitates real life. I think that is one of the best examples of that, and it's very clearly written by a fighter.
Yeah,
like the things you talk about, the feelings, the parallels. Like I swear, there's sometimes I feel like I'm the main character, sometimes I feel like I'm his opponent, sometimes I feel like I'm the coach. It's a beautiful piece of art, and I love it.
So when that came out, I was a boxer, so I loved it through and through. Anyways, so I have to do this. So did you watch the whole Demon Slayer?
No, I just watched. So my friend just showed me the main parts, and then so I. Have
what do you know about Demon Slayer? Do you know who Tanjiro is? Okay,
is that the main character?
I'm gonna give you a rundown because you're talking about it. I'm gonna show you something. This is how I talked about this in the previous stream. I have a lot of props because I'm trying to make movies, but I'm also a geek. Demon Slayer, I'll show you how much of a geek I am. You want to talk geek? I'll show you how much of a geek I am. I'm gonna reverse podcast you.
Okay, let's do it.
Look at this. Demon Slayer, Tenjin. You don't know this. This is the Demon Slayer sword.
I can't see it right now, but it's gonna show
darn,
up.
okay. Oh, darn. You can't see the swords? Do you have the live stream up? I got all
the live stream's delayed by a few
Oh,
seconds.
darn. Okay, I have all the Demon Slayer swords. Real ones. These will cut you up. I'm not joking. These are modeled
like from Japan?
Modeled, like custom made. So
that's amazing.
Tenjin is one of the Hashiras with 3 wives, lost an eyeball. He's a shinobi, one of the gangster ones. I have both his swords. He has these 2 swords that he connects and swings it around, okay? I'm going to demonstrate to you how much of a combat geek I am, alright? Oh, but you don't know, so it's okay. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to do this quick. I got to do this quick because you mentioned some... I have a bunch of swords, okay? But here it is.
The swords just showed up on live stream, so now I'm looking at your swords. That looks crazy.
Okay, so this is... for you Demon Slayer fans, alright? This is Zenitsu, one of the main characters' swords. Lightning breathing technique. Down to the wire. Everything. Metal. These are metal, alright? See that spoon? It's metal. These will cut you up, bro. These are real swords. That's why I sheathed them. Okay? Anyways, I have a bunch of swords, okay? I have a sword collection.
That's pretty cool, man.
Okay.
That's super cool.
I'm going to show one more because you mentioned Look, this is a popular one, okay, guys? You know Bleach? Okay, Bleach is a popular show.
Yeah, I grew up on Bleach.
Okay, Ichigo. You have a delay here, but I have Ichigo's latest form. This is his dual blade sword. This is the latest Ichigo form, okay? You're a combat guy. You love this stuff. This is how I work out. Look at these swords. Look at that crap.
That's crazy, man.
Who wants to hold this in a movie? I'm trying to make movies. I got props for days. Who wants to make a ninja movie? I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not kidding.
Do you know how to fight with swords?
No. I just know how to look at them and play around like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Teaches sword fighting. I think Albert Hahn, Coach Albert Hahn, he used to teach sword fighting at WTM back in the day.
Yo, that's crazy. We should get Albert Hahn to choreograph the fight scenes.
Yeah, he would help. He knows that guy knows some wild stuff, man. He's got a black belt in some crazy old school martial arts as well, and he knows how to use swords and sticks and nunchucks probably.
My God, I did not know that. So I'm not joking. So I bought new cinema cameras. I have the lighting. I have everything. I am calling out a casting thing for any fighter that wants to be in a fighting movie.
I see the bleached swords now, and that is crazy. Those look awesome.
Exactly.
That looks so cool.
God, I'm gonna show you one more sword, okay? I'm gonna show you my personal favorite. This is my sword. I always said that if I make a movie, this is my sword, and no one takes it from me. This is my sword. You ready? You want to see my sword?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to pop up on the live stream.
All right. This is how serious I am, guys. You fighters out there, when I said I'm trying to make a movie, I'm not kidding. This is my sword. When I show the collection of swords, anyone tries to grab this from me, I will slice you with this sword. This is my blood sword. I call it the blood sword. This is mine. Look at the design of it. When we make a movie, this will be my sword. This is Han's sword right here. Look how gangsta it looks.
It's about to... I'm just waiting for it to...
Alright, when it shows up, you'll see what I'm talking about. This is my sword, bro. It's fully metal. It's two-handed. It's heavy. You can't hold it with one hand. There's like there's a slit in the middle of the sword. It's for you to catch people's swords and throw it away. And you look at it, it's like a saw. There's like saw blades on it, so you can saw someone. This sword is brutal. Anyways.
Okay. I think you just went to go get it on the live stream.
Perfect. You'll see it. You'll see it. I'm putting it away now because I can't leave it open. It's too sharp.
Oh, that's sweet. That looks like something out of an anime.
It is an anime sword. All my swords are anime swords. Which is why when you said anime, I was like, what? But then you're a newbie. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know anything. You don't know any of these swords. You're the wrong guy to be showing.
For recommendations soon, but that looks like a sword that would belong to a villain.
Yes, I'm always a villain. Okay, I always like between Optimus Prime and Megatron. I'm Megatron. I'm not Optimus Prime.
You know what? I think that's a super cool question to ask fighters. Do you see yourself more as a hero or a villain? And I think most guys would say hero.
Oh wait. Like, time out. Do you see yourself more as a hero or a villain, Muhammad?
I definitely think I'd be more of a villain.
See? Villains are awesome. They're smart.
Yeah, definitely. Like, as a child, you'll always say, oh, I want to be the hero. As an adult, I definitely think I'd be more of a villain, so.
Yeah, I'm a villain. Mainly because, okay, Optimus Prime and Transformers. The man is willing to kill his own race to save the humans. Who would kill your own race to save another race? Like, are you crazy? I'd be a Megatron side. I'm saving the auto. If I was a robot, I'm saving the robots. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's a very side question. Okay, go back to let's go back to By Fire 18. I sidetracked there, guys. My bad. So, those are your hobbies, right? Music. I see you do a lot of hip hop stuff in the back of your reels. Are you a hip hop guy?
I listen to everything. I feel like hip hop's just easy to put on my reels. I listen to a lot of techno, like deep house music. I love deep house music. I like music in different languages. I love Hispanic music. I've been to South America a few times, and I just absolutely love the music down there. I even like some Thai music. I remember when I was at Superlex Gym, they'd always have the same 4 songs playing in the background, and some lady singing karaoke on the TV, and they just loved it so much.
Yes, that's how they roll.
Yeah, they like Petch and Superlex love that song. I don't even remember the name of the song. I listen to a little bit of everything, but mostly R&B, hip hop, deep house music. I like a little bit of alternative music as well. But yeah, if it's good music, I think music genre doesn't matter. If it's good and it speaks to you, it's good.
Right. So that's another thing I wanted to ask you about was your trip. You went to Thailand. You met some superstars, hung with them. Really cool. Like Superlek came down to Canada. and he knew Muhammad by face and name because they hung out. So I was like, hey, that's cool. Like, seriously, that's pretty cool. Like, Superlek comes down and he goes, hi, I know, hi Muhammad. You know, that's like, oh wow, cool. It's like Mike Tyson coming to me and saying, hi Han, and I'll be like, hi Mike. You know, like I don't know Mike. I don't know Mike Tyson, by the way. Okay, I'm just saying it's cool that he knows you and you know him, and that's just amazing. So, how was that experience there? You know, like you trained with like Superlek, and how was that like for you? Just let me know. How was it?
It was the greatest experience ever. I had a very tough fight right before that. I fought Reese. I think Reese is watching right now. I'm not sure. But that was one of the funnest fights I ever had, but it was one of the most disappointing losses ever. Just because it was such a good fight. I trained so hard because I knew he was a good fighter. You know, it was just one of those things where I took that loss really hard. The next day, I flew out to Thailand. And I was thinking about, I was like, hey, I think I'm done fighting. I'm like not going to do this anymore. Keep on losing. I've worked so hard. I did everything I could. I lost that fight. I'm so mad. And so I think second day in Thailand, I get up and I go down to, like, I'm just sitting in front of my hotel and I'm like, my body's telling me, you need to go train, man. You need to go train. So I got up and I walked down the street and there was a gym in a garage. And I walked in, I'm like, hey, how much to train? He's like, I think it was 800 baht or something. He charged me 900 because I think he saw I was a foreigner. And I started hitting pads. It was mostly foreigners. I think I was a little bit better than everybody else at the gym that wasn't a Thai. And so right after hitting pads, he offered me a fight. And this is a story I think a lot of people have been through the same thing. He offered me a fight, and I was like, okay, well, like, where do you want me to fight first? Because you're kind of curious. And he says, Rajna Dharm Stadium. And I was like, bro, I don't think you got... I was like, say that again? He's like, Raja. And I was like, I think you misunderstood. I have 3 fights, right? I remember telling the Thai, I'm like, hey, I'm here, Raja's here. Like, you know... and the Thai just laughed at me and he said, no, we'll get you ready for a fight. I went home and I was like, okay, I think I'm not done with Muay Thai. I think I want to train, but I wasn't going to go back to that same gym. I had a plan in my head because I knew Adrian and Petch. I'd met them at the Muay Thai festival in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So they told me they were going to be at Superlek gym and they'd invited me. So I got out of bed the next day and I grabbed all my stuff and I moved to a hotel near Superlek gym.
Shout out to Adrian and Petch.
Yeah, shout out both those guys. And you know, I just showed up at their gym and Petch like instantly recognized me. He's like, "Oh, you're from Canada," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm here to train with you guys." And Adrian came. He's like, "Hey, bro, it's nice to see you." And introduced me to Superlek. Superlek's trainer Fasai immediately took me under his wing. Because I told him, I was honest with him. I was like, "Hey, man, like I came to Thailand and I only want to train with you guys. I don't want to hop gyms. I'm here for 3 weeks. I want to learn your style. I'm coming here just to learn from you." And I think, like right away, me and Fasai hit it off. Like that's Superlek's trainer. And he would hold for me every day. I got so much pad work with him. And I asked him, like, "Hey, do you think I should fight in Raja?" And he's like, "No, they're gonna set you up. Don't take the fight in Raja." And so I didn't take the fight at Raja, but then I told him, like, "Yeah, I still want to fight, man." He's like, "Okay, cool, we'll get you a fight." And so they got me a fight out in Phuket. And Adrian set it up. He talked to the manager of Tiger Muay Thai. I showed up to Tiger on, like, I think a Thursday morning, and on Friday night I had a fight. So I trained with Superlek and the boys the whole time. And now the coolest part about the experience for me is... imagine you walk into a gym, right? And now there's people here that you've looked up to for the last few years. So you see Superlek, you see Petch. Superlek's getting ready to fight Nico Carrillo. Petch is getting ready to fight that Japan tournament. And there's 3 or 4 more one championship fighters in there. And then the Canadians start showing up, and Sasha Tadayoni from Vancouver and Josh Johnsey pull up next. And so you're the worst fighter in a room full of professionals. And that is the best place to be, where you're getting your butt kicked every day, but you're learning. Every time you get hit, you're like, okay, I see the level. I see what I'm not doing that this guy is doing, or I see why this guy is as good as he is. And so for 3 weeks, I was just a sponge, and I soaked in all the knowledge. Watching Super Like and Josh talk about how they throw their low kicks differently. Watching Josh talk about how his kickboxing style is getting countered by the ties, and how he's countering the tie style, and how how the timing's different on kicks. As a student of the game, it was the greatest experience. I was blessed. I don't think you get into a room like that very easily anywhere in any sport. But Muay Thai is one of those sports where here I am training with some of the best guys in the world, guys I've watched them fight for the last 5 years, and here I am in the same room as them, training with them, getting ready for a fight. And so I went to Phuket, I fought, I came back to Super Legs Gym the next day, and this is the coolest part. I come back, they ask me, did you win? I'm like, yes, I won. And Super Leg comes up to me and he's like, give me your phone, I want to watch the fight. And I was like, that's crazy, because I watched all of Super Leg's fights. But
Me
now
too.
Super Leg's watching my fights. Yeah. How cool is that?
Yeah,
right?
it's really cool,
how
man.
Cool is that?
In front of you. Not like in front of you too, which is really cool. Did he give you feedback as you watched it?
Yeah, he said really good, because I dropped the guy with an elbow. And he was like, that was really good. And then, it felt like I became a part of the team for like a brief moment in time. Like, they'd come up to me, like, between pad rounds, they'd, like, massage my feet and my legs and be like, oh, does it hurt? I'm like, yeah, but I'm a fighter. I'm good, And then for a second, I felt like I was a Thai too, man. And it was a beautiful trip. I went out there. For me, it was just... it was learning, but it was also so good for the soul, because they never once asked me if I won, lost, all that stuff. They just were like, how many fights? Okay. And then they're like, well, okay, this is what you need to work on. And then when I went out there, worked on it, I didn't even fight the way I fight here. When I fought in Thailand, I fought their style. I went into the ring and I just completely fought the way that they taught me to fight. You wouldn't recognize the fighter in that ring. I threw like maybe 3 combinations. I was kicking. I was super like kicking. I was right kicking though. The whole fight was me winging right kicks, right? And it was a spiritual journey. It was one of the best things I've ever done. And also it was the first solo trip I've ever taken.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, it was just me alone. I normally go around the world with my friends, but I went to that one alone. And after that, I came back. I was like, well, retirement's not an option. Like, I got so much more to do. And then when Super League came to Canada, it was crazy. He recognized me. We hung out a bunch. Like, we hung out before the seminar. At the seminar, he was like joking around with me. Even at Muay Thai World Cup, we were hanging out in the back. So, it's really cool. And it as a fan and as a fighter, it was one of the biggest things. And the craziest thing is, the shorts that Super Leg wore at the seminar, he gave to me.
Oh, God. Crazy.
Yeah, I gave him my Blue Jays hat, and he gave me his shorts. And so that's something I always have.
I want to show you what I have. 1 second. So here it is. This is the memory. Boom! Super Leg gloves.
Wait, he gave you the yoke-out gloves?
No, I bought these gloves and made him sign it.
That's pretty cool. That's super cool. Was it you who has that set of gloves that's signed by everybody?
This is the set. Every seminar, these gloves get added. These are going to be some legendary gloves in the end. I'm telling you right now, man.
And Sagat signing those next day.
Yep, Sagat signing that. Everyone's signing. But so okay. Shoot, I had a question I was going to ask when you were talking. I was really going to... Getting the gloves messed me up. Hold on, one second. So, oh yeah. For one, I was wanting to say, I was so jealous and envious. I was like, bitch, Super Lek is hanging with him. but that's okay. That's okay. I'm just letting you know, I was really jealous. That's good. That's what I'm saying. It's so cool. It's so cool. So, So basically, that all happened. Oh, this is what I was gonna ask. You're a religious person, right? Because you walked in once. Okay. You said you're feeling down. I'm saying this genuinely, okay? I'm not. I believe in this. There's something. I'm not like. I don't follow anything. I'm like a Buddhist follower because of my parents. I believe there's something out there, right? In my life, I had a similar situation, and you can say a similar thing happened, and I continued. And then in the end, if I gave, I worked out, and if I gave up, it would have been the worst thing I've ever did. Now you were in that position, going to that gym, meeting Adrian, meeting Petch, going to the, doing a tournament, all that stuff, right? Do you think it was fate? Is there anything in your mind that's like, it's like a godly intervention, anything like that?
Absolutely, it was. Absolutely, it was, call it God, call it the universe, call it whatever you will. But that night, like just sitting there and being like, man, what am I doing? I need to find a gym. That was bigger than me. You know, it wasn't something like, because I was done. Like, you ask any of my training partners, you ask my coaches, I told them, I'm like, that's it for me, man. I'm like, I was heartbroken because just the amount of effort I put into that. But, you know, I went out there and I fell in love with Muay Thai again, and I realized why. I realized because this really changed my life, right? It made me not somebody to anybody else, but to me, it taught me how to respect myself. It taught me that I could do anything if I, like, really tried. And that if I put effort into things, that I'm going to get a return. And it just reminded me that out there, right? Training became fun again. Instead of training to prove a point, training for external reasons, it made it all internal again. And that trip, it just gave me gratitude for the opportunity to be a part of this sport and part of this community.
Anthony's trolling you.
Yeah, he's always... yeah.
He's trolling you in the comments. He's saying you're glazing super like a lot. Hey, I would too. I'm just saying. I'm jealous. He's jealous like me. Anthony's just jealous just like me. Inside, he's doing the bitch. He's doing the angry.
He's a big like fan, you know. He's jealous.
Anyways, yeah. So that's cool, right? That's an amazing journey, and that led you to now, right? So that's what's been going on in your life up until now. So now is 2 days before your next fight. You're mentally ready. You're gonna make weight. You got your plan. Everything's good to go, right?
That's good.
The next segment of this is I'm gonna play. So in your family, I think you said you were the first to fight, right?
So actually, I have a younger brother too.
Okay.
And he looks a lot like me.
But I see him in the pictures. Want me to can I show the photo of him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So this is.
So he's actually 4 years younger than me, and he started training at WTM. I want to say 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was him who started this, and so I was at the time I just dropped out of school for a little bit, and I wasn't doing much, and he started training, and I was like, can't have my little brother be able to. No, that's not my brother. That's
darn.
My best friend.
Wait, I'm gonna keep scrolling. Is he anywhere here? I thought it was your bro.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm not sure.
He might be here. I don't know.
I don't think he's on my Instagram.
All right, never mind. I thought that was your bro. Me being dumb. Never mind. That's just there. That's his friends. I just showed your friends.
Yeah, that's a really good friend of mine.
All right, cool.
But my younger brother, he started Muay Thai before me, and he was a prodigy, man. He's a southpaw, super slick, super good. You know, he's really, really good. And you know, I was worried he was gonna be able to beat me up. And so I was like, no, I have to start Muay Thai because I don't want this guy to be able to beat me up. And so I started Muay Thai, and then just because where I was in life, it was the only thing that like made me feel good and really helped me like improve my self-confidence. And I remember getting beat up by guys and be like, one day I'm going to be able to beat this guy up. You know, I'm just going to keep on training, and one day I'm going to beat this guy up. And then eventually I did beat those guys up. It was funny, you know, like it was a coming of age moment for me when that finally happened. And, you know, that's kind of how it all started. My brother started. And he was supposed to fight before me. And then I kind of just stayed with it. He went to Pakistan for med school. He trained out there for a bit. He came back, took a fight off the couch. So he was back on the weekend. We got a call on a Friday. Hey, I need somebody. At 160 pounds, Mike Miles called my first coach, Peter. Peter called my brother and asked him, hey, do you want to take the fight? My brother was at sparring at WTM. He said, yes, I'll take the fight. He ran home, started like dropping weight so he could make the weight the next day. He was kind of training on, he'd only been training a week. He took the fight, the smoker, and he went out and he whooped this guy's ass for 3 rounds. Out of shape. So that's a cool little story with my brother. And yeah, then my younger sister started fighting as well, and she's a little prodigy. She's going to be better than anybody in the family.
All right, well, there you go. So, like I said, we're going to end it with watching Miriam's previous NATO 8 fight. It was her first win, I believe.
Absolutely.
Yes, so it's a great moment, right? For trainer and fighter, as in you.
Right. Before we move on, I just have a few people I have to thank.
Yes, definitely. So before we move on, let me know any last words you have for the fight and anyone you want to thank.
Firstly, I want to say that this is going to be a great fight. Vanessa is an amazing matchmaker. Logan Ferris is a scary, scary dude. He's been knocking guys out. He's been hurting dudes. He's a very, very scary dude.
His family is scary.
And she made this fight, and we're gonna go after it on Saturday. You know, if there was, I always say I'm gonna be fight of the night, but this is one of those fights that's truly gonna be fight of the night. You know, 2 guys who don't like to step backwards, 2 guys who like to trade and have really entertaining styles are gonna go at it. So shout out Vanessa for making this matchup. Shout out her for putting me on the card. I'm always so grateful for that. I have to shout out Crew Lewis for getting me ready for this fight. You know, he's there for us every day. There's no way I get to this point in camp without him. Big shout out to my training partner, Anthony Palumbo. You know, that's my brother, that's my training partner. He's super high level. We go to war all the time. I always tell him one of these days I'm going to beat your ass. I'm getting closer and closer, and so one day I will. But, you know, it's a blessing to train with him, really. We're the same weight class, we're the same size, and we have different styles, but we go at it. And there's a high level of trust there, so we're able to go really hard and just really push each other. You know, he helps me get better on a daily basis, and I hope I help him get better too. So that's, you know, it's a big blessing in my camp. Crew Nedge is really, like at Bellegarde's, Crew Nedge is taking me under his wing. You know, he's like the secret weapon. You know, Crew Nedge always has some crazy technical ideas. He's the guy, man. Crew Nedge is the man. He's taking me under his wing, and I can't tell you how appreciative I am of Crew Nedge, because without him, I don't know where I'd be as a fighter. Really, like, thank you, Crew Nedge. My sister motivates me every day. You know, I'll be having a bad day and be like, I didn't like that. She's like, you know, that was amazing. Like, she'll ground me. She'll remind me that, hey, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's still great. And she also checks me. So I've taught her how I fight, so she can, like, you know, she watches me. She's like, hey, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do this? So she's kind of like a second voice in my head. You know, my family, my friends. I have a lot of friends from all over Canada coming to watch this fight on Saturday. And so, yeah, without all these people, shout out Mean Hakeem. You know, he always has a good game plan for me, gets me ready, holds me accountable. I have a really, really good team. I have an insanely good team. I'm surrounded by amazing people, and I'm just so blessed to be in this position. So all these people deserve a shout out, and I wish I could stay here all day and talk about how great they are.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect. And by the way, Albert Hahn just joined by coincidence. Albert Hahn, we're playing your NATO 8 clip soon. Stay tuned. So, Mohammed, that concludes our Trial by Fire 8 portion of the fight interview. I'm going to repost this, so whoever wants to watch it after can watch it. Perfect. Now we're going to move on to the second segment, which is now Mohammed commentating his sister's fight.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go to the Combat Fighting channel. I'm going to now put your face beside my face.
Yep.
I'm going to modify the screen now, okay? We're going to do this live because there's no other way to do it. But good thing is, I'm a whiz and I'm quick. Boom. And boom. You'll see it with the delay, okay?
Okay.
On your side. So I'm going to now hide this guy. I'll keep that guy going. We're going to now... Hang on, I gotta do it on both sides. We're actually streaming on 2 different places. We're streaming on the Combat Fighting channel YouTube, and we're streaming on Instagram. So both sides, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this interview of this amazing fighter, Muhammad Waseem.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
He's gonna definitely bring the pain this weekend. And right now,
Must see TV. Always must see TV.
Yes, yes. So here we go. I'm gonna rope in. Whoops. Another channel. Which is my own. 1 second. Just give me a couple of minutes. This takes time. I'm trying to keep the bottom promotion thing there at the same time while I play YouTube. That's the idea. All right. So we're doing 3 rounds, 3 minutes.
Yeah, perfect. You know what, Han? I'm thinking if I go to YouTube, maybe there's less delay on YouTube.
I didn't choose low latency. On YouTube, there's 3 options. I usually choose low latency for like fight streams, but for this podcast, I didn't click low latency. I probably should next time. That was my. I didn't think of that earlier. I'll do that next time. I do it for like my gaming streams, like Street Fighter. I'm a Street Fighter pro. I do it for my gaming streams. It has to be like low latency, you know. Those Hadoukens, they gotta see live.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, so here we go. I'm popping up Miriam's fight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen.
1 second. Let's pause that. Boom, boom, boom. Almost there. Bam. Alright, so we got the fight on. Let me just cut this up so it shows the fight window only. And then we're good to go. Almost there. I'm working as fast as I can here. There we go. That's easier. Are you ready to commentate, sir?
Yes. Now I have the video open here too. I just want you to let me know what time are we going to start from. So I just want to make sure we're on the same timestamp, and that way.
No, you see that window in the middle on your live stream on your phone?
Yeah.
That will be very as we're talking right now.
Okay.
Okay. So you're not going to see your face anymore on your side. Okay. Are you going to see it on the live stream, but not on on 1 second, not on Instagram. My call with you. Give me a second. Instagram's being dumb. There we go. And to reposition your your face is crooked. That's why. I thought my positioning was weird.
No.
I was trying to fix it. I was like, why isn't it fixing? I was like, what's going on? It's not fixing. All right. There we go. Good enough. We'll just go like that. That's good enough. Do you see that in the middle?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so we can resume soon. I just gotta do the same thing for the Combat Fighting channel's YouTube, and then we're good to go. Apologize for the delay, guys, but we're almost rocking. So we're gonna see a live fight, not a live fight, a replay of a live fight. So technically it's not a live fight anymore. I shouldn't be saying that. I don't want to be bait and switch marketing. But anyways, here we go.
Yeah,
So you
it's
ready?
gonna be funny if the thing is live and Mariam's gonna show up on my shoulder. She's just back home from school right now.
Oh, right now?
She's gonna be like, what are you doing over there?
Yeah, all right. So it's should we just play it straight? It's 60 minutes.
We can skip the walkouts if you want.
Cool. All right. Here we go. We're going to go.
Yeah.
So we got the first walk. We do the walkouts, and then we just, like, go to the fight.
Okay.
There we go. So Miriam's here. Maybe it's a bit loud. How's that for audio? Fight audio? That's good. That's
I
good.
don't have.
We're good. So anyways, that's Waseem right there in the hat. That's Waseem in fight day mode. Supporting his sister. I love it. That's Anthony Palumbo. I love the family support, man. Like I said, no one in my family has showed up ever for my stuff. Ever.
It's a blessing, man. It's the biggest blessing in the world to go out there with my sister.
There's your
and be able to
coach,
support
Louis Coffrey and Vanessa. Right?
the rest of the Bellegarde's family.
Right? So we walk in. Afterwards, we seal the ring. The next opponent is Sophia Wong. From WTM, which is the home gym. Right?
Yep. Great fighter, great gym.
And so that's a walk-in. So let's go to the fight itself. So they're sealing the ring. This is the right crew. Sup, Lewis? You got your coach. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward. You guys wanna watch it? Head to Come On Fighting channel. Watch the right crew all you want. Let's go. There you go, Waseem. And Sophia Wong. And now we're gonna go to the fight. All right, here we go. You're on. I'm shutting up.
All right, so the fight's about to start right now. Both fighters in their corners. You know, it's a classic, more of a Dutch style fighter versus a Thai style fighter. You know, Sophia is known for her kicks. She has really good kicks, very classical Thai style. Mariam, very fast hands, very aggressive. So Mariam goes after it right away. Sophia's trying to keep the fight long. You know, she's trying her best. Gets a really good dump on Mariam in the clinch. Mariam drags her down. So now Mariam's obviously a little bit more hesitant walking forward, but she's still pressuring, right? And Mariam's trying to push her pace. Sophia's trying to keep it long. She's moving and trying to be elusive. They end up in the clinch, and they're getting good knees off in the clinch, actually.
Nice teep there. Body shot.
Yeah, great teeps. Sophia had great teeps this whole fight. Mariam continues to pressure, and Sophia continues to answer, man. She's tough. She's fast, good technique on all her strikes, and she's chopping that leg. She is chopping Mariam's leg with that low kick.
So how much of the plan is going her way right now?
This is how Mariam fights. The plan was to just get right in her face and throw combinations, and Mariam does that better than anybody.
A lot of combinations going.
Yeah, she just loves to throw hands. And her right kick is money. She's really developed that a lot, and she really loves that rear teep.
There you go.
And yeah, she likes to throw her combinations. She likes long combinations, and she doesn't like to stop.
Yeah, big improvements with the forward pressure from the previous fight. It's like more refined, you know? It's like a knife that's being sharpened.
Exactly, and you know, Mariam spent a lot of time this camp working on her cardio and her composure. And you know, it's the Waseem shorts. They add 10 extra swag. You know, so she's fighting in my shorts, so that definitely added a little bit of swag.
It's plus 10 horsepower, man. It's like a Type R sticker.
Sophia's doing a great job chopping the leg, but Mariam continues to pressure and just doesn't care about the low kick, which I did get mad at her later about, but you know, that pressure was crazy.
So, do you remember what you're telling her in the corner there? You got Nedge there?
Nedge.
So that's Nedge, the mastermind?
Crew Nedge is the main in the corner, you know, he's
Right here.
the man with a plan, right? So, most likely what he's telling her is to stay calm, keep moving, chop the leg, probably go to the body. That's what I remember, a lot of going to the body. But we were happy with what she was doing, so we just wanted more of it.
So what's going on through your head right there? You're pretty much staring into space, thinking about something. What's going on through your head?
So in these situations, I just try to be there to ground Mariam, and let her know, hey, we're here, we're behind you, just go, right? I wanted to keep her focused on the fight. That's my biggest thing is when she's fighting, I want to keep her 100% focused. I don't want her looking outside the ring, looking here or there. I want her looking at her opponent and thinking about what she's going to do next in the fight. And really, that's what I'm telling her. I'm like, hey, Mariam, I just wait for the coaches to give her instruction. The last thing I tell her is, hey, hands up, chin down, focus, go.
This is round 2 here.
Yeah.
Touch gloves, nice.
And then
Low
just
kick.
hard right away. These girls have one pace. They just go. They go.
Woo!
Sophia's really good in the clinch. She got that sweep again. Mariam hops right back up. And, Mariam continues to walk. And that keep has been good for Sophia's fight. And now she's, I'm sure the WTM corner asked her to keep that range. And now Sophia's implementing their game plan. And Mariam is just walking through all of that, trying to get some combos off and implement her game plan.
So,
Very, very active fight. They're just going at it.
they're scrapping. This is a scrap, man.
But that's how Mariam likes to fight. Mariam doesn't like breaks in action. She likes to just, even in sparring,
It's a nice
girls
check
will,
there.
try to talk or ask for breaks, and she's like, no, we're going.
Oof. Sophia's bringing it too. She's bringing the pain, man. Sophia's not backing down at all.
Great right hands from Sophia. Hard right hands. See, Mariam's hesitating a little bit, but then she throws her combination. She gets in there. They're in the clinch. Mariam breaks out of the clinch.
So I had to put you in the camera there.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Let's cinematic on. See, that keep is working right now. That keep is working for Sophia, but Mariam just finally brushed one, and then she judo threw her down, which is illegal, and she celebrates the illegal judo throw.
Nice. Oh,
And-
knee to the body.
Right. She's been working at this camp. That's True Lewis's special sauce. She loves those knees. And she's back to the forward pressure. And
Cool.
now Mariam's trying to kill it.
You can see the focus.
Everything as hard as she can.
She's locked in, man.
Yeah, she's just throwing everything as hard as she can.
But they're both locked in.
Turns her.
Like,
Yeah.
Sophia's doing good too. They're both doing really well.
Yeah.
It's like trade
Sophia's
shot
doing
for
great.
shot.
Those keeps are money. Those low kicks are money. And now they're both slowing down a little bit. We're halfway through the fight.
Yeah, Sophia's gassing out more though, I think.
Yeah, they're starting to show signs of being tired. Off the WTM corner, let's see.
And it's the WTM corner. I think I try to do one corner each round. It's kind of what I try to do, if time permits, or if the camera person switches to me. Oh, there we go.
There it is. So, quick fun fact: Kevin actually used to be one of our coaches back when he trained at WTM.
Oh yeah.
So Kevin's amazing guy.
Oh, you guys are.
Great
You're
coach.
right. You're fighting your previous gym.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So that was. It was fun though. It was nothing but respect there, and Kevin's a great coach. It was a hard fight for us.
Yeah, Kevin's cool.
Like Sophia's technique is so good, right? She has great keys, great low kicks. Look at that. That was a hard low kick.
Oh, they're going at it hard, man.
Mariam's pressure is
Oh.
insane. Mariam fights like a mini Cody Jerome, like she's just in your face,
She's opening the face up, man.
right?
Those
She
right
just
hands
goes
are
right
insane.
at you. She just-
Like
she
pot
loves that
shots.
pace. A nice right hand by Sophia. Mariam continues to
Time
pressure.
out.
The referee tells me to sit down.
He's like, sit down, bro. Sit down. No standing in the corner. You have to be on your butt has to touch a chair, okay? You're breaking.
I got a little bit too much Thailand style there, standing in the corner yelling. This ref breaks up the clinch, and now it's just about who wants it more. Like, this is the hardest part of the fight for anybody, right? Both of you have been fighting for 2 rounds, you're exhausted, going after it, in the clinch, Mariam gets swept, pops right back up. And Sophia's doing well, man. She's doing well, but it's a close fight right now. Whoever takes this round can take it, right?
You hear Anthony in the back yelling. I wonder what Anthony's yelling.
Working. Mariam says low blow, ref says no, back to work. Okay. I think Anthony was yelling body. I think everybody in the corner was yelling hit her to the body. At this point, we were all asking for body work, but Money wanted that knockout. So Money's going, as you can see, Money's trying to go to the head. Sophia's a little tired, right? And now they're both kind of pace is slowed down.
Oh, Sophia's definitely gassed. She's gassed.
Yeah. Money's gassed too, but you know we're yelling at her, giving her energy, calling her combos.
Oh!
And that was great sweep by Sophia. She got the front leg.
You know what it is? It's the shorts. The shorts. The plus ton stamina.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then Money just back to it, right? That unlimited pressure.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Right?
It was a lot of exchanges.
Fight.
Like a lot of exchanges, but it's fair win because in the third round, Miriam put more pressure and was definitely more aggressive.
Absolutely. And so, you know, I'm losing it. My mom's losing it. You know, our family's losing it because we're just so happy. Money put so much effort into this, and so we're just happy to see her win.
Yeah, as I'm saying, I love your family. Everyone shows up. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really it's a big blessing. But you know, like this camp, we spent a lot of time this camp just working on brushing keeps, throwing combinations, her cardio, right? And so, you know, I was just telling her how proud I am of her after because she is, for somebody who has only been training for just over a year, she is so good at what she does. She has a style, she sticks to it, she listens so well, and she learns so well. And people won't tell you how tough Sophia is, but Mariam cracks, man. Like, I call her the monster because she hits so hard. Like, you know, when she starts fighting with her headgear, you'll probably see a lot more knockouts, but Mariam really, really, really hits hard.
Mm-hmm. So here it is. Here's the decision. I love the reaction, though. I love it. I love seeing it.
Yeah, I think she just came home from school.
Oh, there she goes. She can watch her fight again. There you go. The joy of what's victory after hard work. There you go. So that's Muhammad Waseem's little sister, Miriam Waseem. Him in the corner, doing his thing. And Sophia Wong, you did great too, right?
Come here, Ryan. Come here.
she just got home. Hey, what's up, Miriam? What's going on? We're commentating your fight. What are the odds of you coming home now? That's wicked. So congratulations on the win. Are you fighting on Saturday? Miriam? No? Okay, all right.
This time she's a bad.
Cool. But you're gonna be there, so she'll be there. You're gonna probably likely be there to support your bro, like how your bro supports you. Maybe we could do it in reverse. Next time I'll interview Miriam, and you commentate your bro's fight.
That'd be crazy. That'd be super sweet.
Yeah, we should do that, man. Well, guys, you know, thank you for. This is kind of the second segment here, so I'm gonna post this now live on Instagram. I mean, as a post, but Instagram only has 20 minutes limit. I will post the full thing again on YouTube.
Okay.
Right away, kind of thing, and then anyone who wants to watch can watch it. So, guys, I really thank you for your time, chatting with me. You know, being honest and all that stuff. It's all love for me, man. So on Saturday, both of you, Logan's my friend too. The Logan fam, the Ferris family is my friend. Is my friend. Is all my friends, just like how your family is my friends too, right? So it was like when you fought Reese. Both of my friends are fighting each other. What am I gonna do? We're like, jeez. You know what I mean?
You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have fun.
Yeah. So both my friends are fighting again. It's happening more and more and more now. So just know that I have no hate. I just love seeing two of my friends perform their best, and whatever happens, happens. And I always say, the chips will fall where they fall. That's it. All right, man.
All right.
Thank you for taking time, buddy.
Shout out Combat Fighting Channel.
Thanks, buddy. So talk to you later. Take care, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So everyone, thanks for watching. Instagram, thank you for watching. YouTube, thank you for watching. More fights, more highlights, more podcasts, more master classes coming up. Kieran probably won't care about this. So I spoke to Kieran Kettle, earlier today. and he is down for a Muay Thai World Cup interview, right? So the odds are I will do that soon. Whoops, let me just hide this guy. Ay, ay, ay. Hang on. So the odds are we'll be doing one with Kieran Kettle also. And we're going to talk about the state of the Muay Thai World Cup. And of course, there's a lot of things happening in the world right now, so it'll be an interesting podcast to say the least. Hope you guys tune in for that one. I'll try to schedule things ahead of time, like a day or two. That way, I'm not just like popping up randomly, you know what I mean? But either way, regardless, I will be posting these afterwards. So it doesn't matter if you miss the live. But I do these live from now on because that way I don't have to like edit. I don't have to do whatever. I just post it straight the way it should be. And I think Raw is the right way to do it. So guys, that's it. Peace out. See you guys on Friday and Saturday. Friday is going to be weigh-ins for Trial by Fire 18. And that's going to be at the Hotel Clique. On Saturday, we're going to be at the Asia Martial Arts Center for Trial by Fire 18. Tickets available. And it'll be streamed live, pay-per-view on WKATV. Alright, so check those two out. And I hope to see you guys there. Peace out. Ham from the Combat Fighting Channel. Peacing out.